Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn another important chapter in geography, latitudes and longitudes. In this chapter, today we'll learn about latitudes, important latitudes, their location with degrees, parallels of latitudes and their uses. Before the explanation of latitude, I'll give brief introduction of grid system. Latitude and longitude make an imaginary grid system on Earth to help find exact locations. These parallels and meridians form a complete network drawn on the globe, which is called the Earth's grid. This Earth's grid helps to locate any place on the Earth. The grid system helps align page elements based on sequence, columns, and rows. A latitude is an angular distance drawn north or south of the equator. It is drawn from the center of the Earth. Latitudes are imaginary lines running from east to west but showing the north to south extent of the Earth. These lines run parallel, hence they do not meet. The latitudinal lines form a complete circle around the Earth. The Earth is fair, so the latitudes are full circles, keep on decreasing in length as one goes towards the poles. So the North Pole and the South Pole are just points. However, as the Earth is slightly flattened at the poles, the length of the arc of 1 degree of latitude near the pole is little longer than at the equator. So here we'll discuss about the equator, which is one of the important parallels of latitude. The equator is an imaginary great circle that runs midway between the two poles, known as the 0-degree parallel of latitude, that divides the Earth into the northern and the southern hemispheres. The plane of the equator intersects the Earth's axis of rotation at right angle. The equator is the reference line for measuring distances of places to the north and the south. The angular distance of a place is the latitude of that place north or south of the equator. Thus, the latitude is an angular distance north or south of the equator whose apex is at the center of the Earth. Here I'll explain you how to calculate 1 degree of latitude. The circumference of the Earth covers a distance of 40,000 km or 25,000 miles. The distance from the equator to 90° north covers 1/4 of the total circumference of the Earth, which is approximately 10,000 km. Thus, the distance between two latitudes is the circumference of Earth divided by 360 degree, which can be calculated in two different ways, one in kilometer and the other in miles. For kilometer, it is 40,000 divided by 360, which is approximately 111 kilometer approximately, and another one for miles, it is 25,000 divided by 360, which is approximately 69 miles. Since the latitudes run parallel to each other, they are collectively called parallels of latitude. The 5 major parallels of latitude from north to south are called Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, and the Arctic Circle. On a map where the orientation of the map is either due north or due south, latitude appears as horizontal lines. Latitudes also helps us in estimating the temperature of particular place. The latitude divides the Earth into 3 different heat zones based on the sunlight received by each zone. They are as follows: torrid or tropical zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. So here we'll learn about each zone in detail. So we'll start with torrid zone. This region lies between the Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degrees north, and the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south. The direct or vertical rays of the sun receive throughout the year and make this region the hottest one. So next we'll learn about temperate zone. This region lies between the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees north, and the Arctic Circle, 63.5 degrees north, in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degrees south, and the Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degrees south, in the southern hemisphere. The angle of the sun rays goes on decreasing as one goes away from the equator. So this region experiences moderate temperature. So here we'll go with the frigid zone. The region between the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degrees north, and North Pole, 90 degrees north, in the northern hemisphere, as well as the region between the Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degrees south, and South Pole, 90 degrees south, in the southern hemisphere, receive slanting or oblique rays of the sun throughout the year, which makes the area very cold. So it is called the frigid zone. Thank you. See you soon with part 2 of Latitude and Longitude. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, Seema Gautam.